Ooh, you can just smell the honeycomb. All right, so I haven't been into the hives for about 3 weeks. That was the last hive check that I did. Probably waited a little bit too long, but we'll see how they're doing, and I would imagine they got some honey stored up there. So let's check them out and see what's up. Okay, so this is the first one we're going to have a look at. I've got 3 honey supers on it. These are the 2 new hives colonies that I just started this spring. We'll see how they're all doing.
Men from the south. Men from the north.
All right, this is almost unbelievable. This is fully packed. Wow. So in 3 weeks, that's the first time I've actually seen that. This is the outer frame, third honey super in the box, fully sealed, fully capped, completely drawn out, corner to corner honey. Ooh, baby, I'm liking that. I'm liking that. Wow, wow.
Men from the east and from the west.
Fully drawn out honey. Wow. Once again, this is an end frame. Usually they don't draw them right out corner to corner. Beautiful, beautiful. Holy crap-a-ram. So this is sort of an interesting frame. It's a bit of a wild looking frame, and that's just because this was a half drawn frame that I'd put in there. You can see the wire foundation. It didn't have full foundation, basically. I find the bees really like to take to frames that have little to zero foundation. Of course, you need the wiring to give support. But you can see some queen cells, some queen cups right down at the bottom here. They've really done a great job as far as filling out the brood, even though they don't have a perfect home to do it in. And here you can see quite a bit of this is drone brood. So these are the male bees. They're larger. Drones don't do much in the hive. They're the males, and well, when I say they don't do much, they really don't do anything. They just sort of hang out and eat honey and go on mating calls from time to time, and then they get kicked out in the fall. I'm not going to do too much. They seem to be doing just beautifully. Okay, so just to give you an update, what I've done here is I've done one split. So in this frame, in this box, they've got 3 frames of brood, which is just plenty. And they're not totally drawn out frames of brood, but brood in all the different stages, especially with a couple of frames with eggs that are just a couple of days old. Then they got a frame of honey and 1 empty frame. It's early August, so they should have plenty time to get established before the winter. What I've done here in this top brood box is that's where I got my 4 frames from. So they've got a little bit more room down there now for the queen to start laying eggs. And I added fully drawn out frames, so they don't have to draw out the frames at all. This is then I put the queen excluder back on. I put a new empty box, honey box on. I added 1 frame, full frame of honey from the other, from one of the supers here, just so that they know that it's their honey and they can start filling out the other ones. There's about 3 frames that are not drawn out at all. The rest are mostly fully drawn out. And yeah, and then they've got another month to do some work on that. I'm actually pretty happy with how this hive is done though, and I don't, you know, right now I'm taking about 120 pounds of honey from these guys easy. I've never seen that, 3 boxes deep. So really hot. Gonna have a quick look at these hives and put this one back together. Get on with it. Very happy though.